So I am fully aware that this video is coming up a day late. However, I have been so super busy with market prep and I'm currently at school and I still have a bag of goodies working on. These guys are the chocolate covered strawberries and the normal ones. I am working on the skins now, but I figure, unfortunately this was like the only day I could work on stuff just because my other days have been so busy, so this is coming out a day late. So today at school we have the career fair, which after I knock out some assignments, we are going to be going to the career fair, maybe vlogging a little depending on the vibe. But after work tonight, because I still have to go to my actual job, we're going to run to the storage unit. We are going to grab all of our inventory and we are going to see what we have, see what we can make within the next day and a half, and then probably Sunday's video is going to be market day. Yes, that makes sense. Sunday's video is going to be market day. Sunday's video might also be later in the day, depending, because I am going away this weekend and it is going to be so much fun, but also completely distracting, and I'm not going to be able to edit much until like the end of the night, and I'm definitely not going to be able to upload the video until I get home and I can be on proper Wi-Fi. So I'm going to knock out these assignments that I need to before the weekend starts, and then we are going to work. We're going to go to the career fair and we're going to go from there. I brought enough projects to keep me occupied because I'm not going home. I'm just going straight from here to work. All right, let's get cracking. I am just getting out of the career fair now. It was kind of a bust, not really. They had about 40 different companies and vendors and stuff show up, but a lot of them were like the Air Force, the Marines, Port Authority, local police things. So not really up my avenue. I did get a couple of business cards, applications, and and other information for some jobs that did interest me. So if you're my manager and you're watching this, try harder, because we might have a potentiality for me to leave. Nothing is set in stone. We still have to figure out some details, but it definitely looked potentially prospective. I'm not opposed if any of the ones I picked up got through. It would just be a completely different career path than what I currently am on. But one of them I was really excited for. I have to figure out how to use the printers on campus so I can actually print out my resume. Where did I park my car? But if I can figure out the printers, then I'm going to print out my resume, give it to the table, because they said that around now is when they start looking at potential people to like include in the future. And I graduate in 10 weeks, so I am definitely part of that pool. All right, let's see if I can find my car. This. Hello. Which one's my seat? There. Holy moly. Okay, things got moved. Oh, Dad! Damn. All right.
What the dog doing?
It is super late, so let's make this quick so that I can get into my pajamas and start working on projects. Starting over here, we have our 3 cows. I definitely want to make more. I know that spring break is coming up soon, so that might be one of the things that I work on, just because I only have the 2 cobbler ones and then the 1 brown blue one, and I want to make more colors because I love making these guys and I deserve to have more than 3 in my inventory. All right, also in this bin are my pink and my blue bumblebees. Definitely not in time for this craft fair, maybe for next week's, but I want to make the normal bees, like the traditional yellow and black ones, just because I feel like it's been a while since they've been in stock, and I feel like they might sell well, they might sell better than one of the colored ones. All right. Small box. Oh, also, I have another bin like this downstairs, and I know that one is all of my bunnies. I have my ballerina bunnies in there. I have my my farmer bunnies, my boy bunnies, and I have my lovey bunnies. I know that I do need to make more of the lovey bunnies. I don't think I'll have time to make any more of the ballerinas or the farmer boys. Probably for next week, definitely over spring break though. All right, get out of the way. Next up, we have the Costco bin. I think this one might, oh. So I lied. I forgot that one of my Costco bins turned into these smaller bins. So this one is just a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like I got my tablecloths in here. I have my actual banner. All right. At least I know that all of this stuff is good, actually. Right. All of that is going to stay together. So this could have stayed in the car. All right, next. We have 2 hats that we're still working on finishing up. These guys are going to be quick. You will go on top of there for now. In the orange bin, we have our 4 completed Kindle cases. I do know that I have to, well no, these guys are up. Down there-ish is the last one that I have to finish up. That honestly might be something I bring with me to school tomorrow, just because it is kind of mindless and it's just something I kind of just need to knock out. We have all of our coasters. Like, I think the total number was like 53 between all of the variations, which is kind of crazy, but here we are. That's just a bag of bags. We have the old style of bandanas, which for these guys, it was all worked in one piece. So you can see how the scallops are the same as the square, which is the same as the tie. Whereas the newer guys, it is a color contrast. So the actual square on the new guys is bigger because I didn't have to worry about doing straps that were the straps and the scallops as well within the same size. So the new ones get to be bigger, and I also have the pattern for these guys finally up as well. So we have the old style of bandanas. Then in the Aldi bag, we have all of our new styles. These guys are all up, not the solid ones yet. I'm still working on them, but we are getting there. But all of the multicolors should be up and updated. And then the rest of the bin is all of the bucket hat, no, the bucket hats, the beanies, and our 2 scrappy ones, which I really like how the scrappy ones came out, but we are a long ways away from doing another scrappy just because it took how many hats to make 2 of them. Right. Putting all of that back in. The lid for this one is over there. Okay, we have moved closer now that the big bins are done. We can work on the little guys. So everything in here is basically like all of my chicken supplies that I need. I got the colors for the actual chickens. I have the yellow for the beaks. Only thing is, the red that I use for the tops is the same red that I use for my strawberries. So in class today, I was doing a lot of the strawberry skins so that by the time I got home, I could just finish them off. So in here, my little project bag that I got from Hobby Lobby was all of like the brown that I use for the chocolate, and then the actual red that I use for that. And I've just been making up a bunch of the skins for the chocolate covered strawberries and the normal strawberries so that when I get home, we can just finish them off. Right. All of that over there. And I did also have this, which was another one of the bandanas that I was just working on because I threw it in my bag and that's just where it landed. But in here I have the rest of my bandanas that I was working on just because I thought that this was going to be my in-class project, and then I realized I have a lot of bandanas and not enough strawberries. So these guys are just the squares that I have, are the triangles that I have wrapped around the actual tags so that I can make sure that I label them properly, plus the white yarns. Save that. Ooh, and I also had the green for the strawberry tops, which I will now put with the other strawberry stuff so I can work on it later. Anything else? Oh, yes. Last bag. So I have, this one's like the amalgamation bag. I have just random yarns in here because these guys will turn into the mushroom guys. This is my bunny brown, so I can start working on those, but that is probably going to be a next week project, just because I am running out of time and I need to prioritize things. And then everything else in here is a bag of stuff. Like I have my normal strawberries, I have my blueberries, my chocolate covered strawberries. Now we see why I need to make more, because this has like 7 in here and this only has 4. And then my pink and my red fungi friends. Just because the pink ones I've had for a while, but they don't sell as well. But the red guys do really well, so I wanted to see if I could make more of them, which I do kind of want to see if I can make more, but at least the 3 will last me. Definitely at least this craft fair. I might need to make some more for next week, depending on how well they sell this week. But it never hurts to have more of them. They do sell usually pretty decently, since they're a quick make and I don't have to charge as much. Alright. I do believe that that is everything. I'm going to put all of my piles back in the corner of the living room so that it is out of the way and I don't get in trouble for it. But I will see you guys on craft fair day. I'm gonna get in my pajamas, work on some projects, knock out some homework, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all the bells and buttons down there, and I will see ya.